Welcome back, friends. So if you don't know me, haven't seen me before, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy, and I am fairly new to the whole makeup game. So really, this is just a place for me to video me playing around with makeup and things that I haven't really done before. So if you're here, welcome. If you watched my last video, thank you so much. That was a very, very long video, so thank you for that commitment. Hopefully this one today is going to be a lot shorter. I really like this cut crease sunrise sunset look that I've got going on here today. So if you want to see me do this look, feel free. Stay tuned. To all of my friends, family, everyone who watched my last video and gave me so much love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I really, really appreciate it. So hopefully you enjoy this. Stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, here we are. The clips are a little crazy. Sorry, just clipping that hair back. So let's get in it. I am going to use a palette that I've never used before. I just got it in my BoxyCharm box because I'm a nerd and I love all those things. And this is by Ace Beauty. And I'm really excited to use this palette. It's so gorgeous. It's the Vintage Dawn, which made me want to do the look that I'm going to try and do for you. I'm going to try a cut crease. Let's see how it works out. All right, let's get in it. Let us get in it. Sorry, I am a little disorganized today. I worked all day and now I was like, yeah, I want to come home and play with some makeup. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so the first color I think that I'm going to go in with right into my crease as I break my palette is going to be this orange color, Horizon. I've told you before, I normally start with like the lightest colors and then build. I'm gonna try going in with just this orange color into the crease and then see what blending that out looks like. So that's what we're gonna do here. And I have already put on my face, so to speak. I've already put on foundation, concealer, primer, setting powder, all of that good stuff. I've done my brows, I've set my under eye, and I've put a little bit of color back in. I did not really contour today, so I just put some bronzer on, so a little bit more of a more natural skin look, I guess, kind of. So do with that what you will. All right, and I'm really going in, trying to focus, you know, into the crease, but also kicking it out a little bit. That orange is such a pretty color. So yeah, that's gorgeous. So just really, and I'm trying to actually kind of go out past the corner a little bit and depositing more color on the outer eye. Because I really, really, really want this to be a very bright sunset look. Wanting to make sure that they get as even as possible. This palette is gorgeous. Like as soon as I opened it, like that's usually what happens is I get my BoxyCharm boxes and I like tear it open, like rip everything out, like, and I'm looking for the palettes because I have mine, I think, kind of set up to where I get more like eyeshadow, like makeup stuff, like not a lot of skincare but more like makeup, and it seems like I always get a palette, and they're full-size products. So obviously this is not sponsored by BoxyCharm. They have no idea who I am. But I love it, like for what you pay, and it kind of gives you a price breakdown on the sheet for what, like what's in the box, and for what you pay per month for the subscription. It really is worth it. So I mean, if you haven't gotten that yet, I would recommend. Okay, so that is gorgeous. Get my little color switch out here. And then I went in with that with just like a very, it's still fluffy, but it's a very tapered crease brush. That's the JH32. Again, if you didn't see my last video or you're new to my channel, most of my brushes are all the Jaclyn Hill collection from Morphe. And if they're not going to have a name to them. So I will try and let you know what I'm using, but most of my brushes are that. So the next color I'm going to go in, and I cannot pick up this palette to save my life. Okay. So the next color I'm going to go in here is this color Daybreak. It's like next on, you know, the line or whatever coming in towards the lighter. So it's like a orangey yellow. And I'm going to put that on that JH35 brush. I thought it was my 34. I was like, oh, my tried and true. So again, just a little bit fluffier brush. And I'm going to take that, tapping off really any excess, and I'm going to take that right over the top. Like right, just, you know, not down into that crease. I want that over the top of that outer edge of the orange that we put down into the crease. Again, we're trying to make a sunset, and you know, really keeping those colors intense this way, because for my eyes with a cut crease, I'm going to lose a lot of color because I have hooded eyes, so or a slight hood to my eyes, but I want it to be seen even after I cut the crease. And then what I do to one side, of course, we do to the other. And again, staying really towards the outer edge with that. I was like so excited to use this palette. Like I had a whole another look planned for this video. And as soon as I opened this palette, I was like, nope, we're done. I know what I'm doing. Like it was just like that kind of palette. And that's saying something, because 97% of the time I don't know what I'm doing. Like really in general in life, but also with my makeup. Like it's kind of one of those things where you sit down and in front of palettes and you're just like, I don't know, just something get on my face. Like I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so that's pretty good. There is a little bit of fallout with this palette, but that's okay. I mean, I don't usually get too weird about fallout, because I set my under eyes with powder, so a lot of times I can just wipe that away, no big deal. So if a palette has a lot of fallout, as long as it's not on my face, I generally don't care. Like, okay. All right. So next, I'm gonna go in with that a more precise crease brush. So this is the JH34. And this one is a little bit more like tapered and a little smaller to really fit right in there. And I'm going to go in to like right into my crease with this color Grand Canyon. And it's like a orangey red. Again, I just want to deepen up that like sun looking color. And I start like right in the corner of that crease and go right in. Again, I want to deposit more of the color out here because I'm going to lose a lot of color in here. And I'm thinking for this look, I want to do a full cut crease. You can do half cut crease to where you would like overlap some of this shade, you know, on the lid here. I don't think that I want to do that because of the look that I'm going for. And again, I will probably go back in and kind of deepen these colors. Definitely getting it to the level that I want before I cut that crease. Because once that is done, you are pretty much like, you're in it. Like, it's all over but the crying. Like, if you screw that up, which I've done, it's a thing. So... all right, just really deepening that up and blending it out. These shades are so close in like shade range and color, like those two shades, like it's really not hard to blend those together. So, you know, going back over with other colors is fine. You know, like going back over, I shouldn't say with other colors, but going back over with the same colors on top of each other is fine because they're very close. And that's what you want, you know, when you look at that sunset, like that's what you see. There are those layers of, you know, the oranges and the reds and the yellows. And that's what makes a sunset beautiful. I'm liking that. The only thing I'm going to do is yet again go right back over. Like I'm just taking those three colors, or I should say those first two colors, and putting those back in there after putting in that Grand Canyon color, that like reddish burnt orange, because I really want these colors to stand out and look just their most beautiful. I did prime my eyes with the MAC Painterly Pot, just so, you know, it was a even surface to put eyeshadow on. And if you have a favorite concealer, you can prime with concealer as well. I used to do that, you know, I still mostly do, especially depending on how quickly I want to do my makeup. Sometimes, you know, priming, like it's just one extra step, and if I don't have that kind of time, I don't get too hung up on it. That's just me though. Like I haven't had an issue where I'm like, oh my goodness, I should have primed my eyes. Okay, that is looking, I'm just trying to see this in the monitor. Yes, that's looking pretty good. I do want to clean up this edge a bit because I'm trying to concentrate more color out into the corner. It does make that edge a little messy. As I said, I have laid down powder, so not too bad for me to just wipe that off, and I'm going to actually put down a little bit more since we are working with color. Okay, gorgeous. All right, so done with that. So now we are going to find the brush that I'm thinking of. We'll use this one. Okay, this is the Morphe M224 brush. What it looks like. It's a very, very flat shadow brush. I'm going to go back in with my Painterly MAC Pro Longwear Painterly Pot. Sorry, I think I showed you the bottom of that. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, can you see that? I'm not sure. It's like not focusing. Okay, so that is what it looks like. It's just kind of a very neutral color. So I am going to go in with that. And I don't have good luck with the trick where you put like concealer on your eyes and then look up. I raise my eyebrows when I look up. So it doesn't work. Like, so I just kind of go in and try and follow the natural shape of my eyes. And that is how I cut the crease. Depositing more of my Painterly Pot like in the middle and then working it out from there. So that is what you're going to want to do, and just kind of flicking it out towards the end here because we want a nice clean, as clean of a line as you can get. That is the goal really ever in life. So yeah, that's pretty good. All right, and again, what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Okay, so back into the other eye again, putting that Painterly Pot or that Painterly right in the middle and then working it out, because you want to be able to, I don't want to go right into trying to get that line with a lot of product on my brush because it's just not going to work out. Like I'm going to deposit too much product and not create a nice clean line, or have to try and blend it down, and that's not going to work out for me either. So I'm finding that starting at the bottom, obviously, and then working up to that crease is going to be what I want to do. And again, if you watch my last video, you probably will hopefully remember that this is my problem eye. It's a little bit more saggy, more droopy, more hooded, like whatever. It's the problem child. Like, I tell you what. Okay. I am pretty happy with that. So we are going to be done trying to cut that crease, because if I keep going, which I have done, it will ruin it. So then I'm going to go in with that exact same brush, and I'm going to take my Shapeshifter palette with a light color in that, and I'm just going to tap a powder over top just to set it into place, because I don't want anything, I don't want that line to move, I don't want anything moving now that we have a nice clean cut crease. And I am not tapping anything off. Like, I want that powder on there, because really with this, any fallout is going to be the powder that I set my under eyes with, so I'm okay with that. And again, I don't want anything to move. Okay, good. So for the next thing with that cut crease, I think I am going to do this shimmer right down here. This is Serengeti, and it's it's a darker gold. There's another one in here, but I think it would be too light with the cut crease, so I'm going to go in with Serengeti. So I'm going to take some NYX glitter glue. Great gravy. Okay, I'm going to use that exact same brush that I used for cutting the crease to pop this glitter glue across my lid. And just a thin layer, like I spread it out on the back of my hand, and then I put it onto my eyelid. Okay, and then I'm going to dip into Serengeti with that exact same, like all of that. I didn't wipe that brush off at all because I want everything to stick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off and do just the glitter glue and the glitter on the other eye. That way, for time, you know, it's going to be the exact same steps on the other. I don't think you need to watch me pat my eye. So I will be right back. Okay, so went ahead, did the other eye. I also did my lash line as well, just to speed up the time. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my brow bone and my inner corner, and I'm going to use the color Sun here, this top like really shimmery yellow. I'm going to try that out on my brow bone. Oh, it's so sparkly. Okay, perfect. And for my lower lash line, I just went in with that Grand Canyon burnt orange color and stamped that on with a flat brush, and then I also went over that with the color Horizon and blended that out, and then finally with the color Daybreak. So basically just mirrored the exact same colors that we did on the top, did that on the bottom lash line, and really, like, you know, made it pretty blown out looking. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to take this exact same color and I'm going to put that right into the corner of my eye. Using the exact same brush, which is the JH42 brush. Very, very dainty, flat little brush. Kind of, it for me, it just fits perfectly right at the corner of my eye. You can use a pencil brush for this also. Whatever works to kind of get product where you want it and move it around and blend it out. Okay, so that is that. So next I'm going to just do my liner and blush and everything, kind of finish everything off camera so you can see the final look. If you watched my video previously, I think you saw how I do my blush. Liner, nothing special. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. I'm just going to put a little bit of depth right at my lash line, so nothing super special. And then on the underneath, we're just gonna go in with a gold liner for my lower lash line and like into that waterline. So I will be back once I complete all of that. Okay, so this is it. We're done. Get close. All right, so I think it was mission accomplished. To me, it looks like a sunset. Hopefully it looks like a sunset to you too. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you want to see more looks like this, if you watched my last video and you really like that, please feel free to subscribe. Any questions or concerns, feel free to comment down below. I might actually try this look with changing the lower lash color, like the cut crease color. There's a really, really pretty like blue shimmer in here, so it would almost be like the sky. I might try that. So if I do, I will post that on my Instagram, which is AmarieArtistry19, and then also I will post it on my Facebook, which is Unofficial Amy Adams, because apparently having the same name as someone who is famous makes you unofficial. So it will be there as well. Like I said, if you enjoyed this, if you enjoy watching me, feel free to subscribe. I will be trying to put out videos every Friday. Hopefully this is a lot shorter for you guys, and for all of the support from my last video. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.